Meanwhile, the new Republican majority in the House has passed two anti-abortion measures. One bill is a resolution condemning violence against facilities, groups, and churches opposed to abortion, and the other would require health practitioners to care for a fetus born alive after a failed abortion. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer called the bills extreme, saying both are doomed in the Senate. Since the Supreme Court's Dobbs decision overturning Roe v. Wade, at least 14 states have ceased nearly all abortion services. Senior national policy reporter Ann Flaherty joins me live now for more on this. And what more can you tell us about what's in these bills and their potential impact?
So, Diane, this is called the Born Alive bill by Republicans, and it has real consequences. So this is the law that would say, if the Senate were to pass it, that doctors have to follow a certain protocol if a fetus is showing signs of life after a failed abortion. Now, worth noting that the CDC says these are extraordinary rare cases. They have very few documented cases of this. And there actually already is a federal law that says you have to care for a fetus showing signs of life. But what this bill would do is set up penalties for doctors. It would set up fines or say up to 5 years in prison, and that is new.
Now, not all Republicans in the House support these bills, and they're almost certainly doomed to fail in the Democrat-controlled Senate. We heard it there from Chuck Schumer. So why pass them at all? What's the strategy here, and how do you think this plays out?
Yeah, Diane, I think this is about flipping the script. So we saw in the midterm elections, Democrats were painting Republicans as extreme. They were pointing to these state bans, that near total bans on abortion, and saying this is what's going to happen if the Republican Party takes control. Of course, we saw voters head to the polls, and to some extent they agreed. We saw states like Michigan swing behind Democrats, in part because of the abortion issue. Republicans know this. I think it's worth noting that they didn't propose a near total ban on abortion at a federal level. They are still leaving it in the states. This is about showing their base that they still care about this issue, but then trying to flip the script and say, look how extreme the Democrats are. They won't even support this Born Alive measure. Democrats say this is all about messaging. It has nothing to do with what's happening on the ground.
Now, Virginia's General Assembly is set to debate new restrictions on abortion. Lawmakers in Texas are set to consider new restrictions on birth control. So, bird's eye view here, where does the abortion battle go from here?
Yeah, you know, as I mentioned, I think it is noteworthy that Republicans didn't propose. This is the first time they're in power in the House, and they didn't propose a nationwide ban on abortion. And that's because very few members in the party actually agree on how to move forward on that. So what I would expect is now they're going to shift to focusing on investigating President Biden and the Democrats, and focusing on those other issues where they do win, like inflation and crime. So, you know, now it's going to move to the states, and the states, you will see pockets of very conservative communities passing these types of bills, challenging access to contraception. But I don't think, Diane, you're going to see it at the national level, and that's what's changed here after these elections.
All right, Ann Flaherty, thanks for that.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.